Welcome, y'all. Welcome to what day? Oh, day what? Day two. Day two of Patrice man. Vlogmas, whatever you want to call it. We back. And yeah, it's only day two, y'all. So how long can I keep this up? I think I can keep this up for the rest of the month. I most definitely feel like I can keep this up for the rest of the month. So I have a story time for y'all today, and I never thought I would be telling this story time, but I was like, this is good content to share, you know. So I got a story time for y'all today. Obviously, you guys are looking at that thumbnail, and you guys are reading that title, and it says story time. I have not given you guys a story time in a minute on my main channel and on this channel. I think I gave you guys like one story time on this channel, and I never came back and gave you guys another one. So this is story time two. Story time two of my first experience singing in a church choir. I'm ready to spill the tea. I'm ready to get into the story time. I know you guys probably want to know my experience singing in a church choir. I mean, we all have our experiences, right? Good, bad, crazy, evil, dramatic. I don't know, but mine was good actually. It was good, but didn't last long. Okay, so I'm gonna get into that. If you guys have any requests, any video requests that you would like to see on this channel, comment those down below. Shoot me a DM or hit me up on Snapchat, and I most definitely will do those for you all. I'm giving you guys piano background today. I did not want to go into my little room. It's cold in there, and I don't feel like waiting for it to warm up and heat up. I just came back from the dentist. I'm irritated. My stomach hurts, but I'm still going to provide content for you guys, because I promised you guys, I told you guys that I was going to participate in Vlogmas, Patricemas, whatever you want to call it. That's just what it is. I told you guys I was going to post every day in December on both channels, and that's what I'm doing. Despite whatever mood I'm in, I'm going to let you guys know, but I'll still release the content. So if my energy is low, I am feeling a little under the weather. I am feeling a little down, but I'm okay. Everything will be okay. I'm just excited to film for you guys. This is my happy place, okay? This is my happy place besides church. And I'm going to get into that, but filming is one of my happy places. So I'm going to most definitely feel so much better when I begin telling you guys the story and everything like that. So I'm done talking. Let's get right into it. Hit that like button. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I do post and upload lit bangers for you all. Tell a friend about me, about both of my channels. I hope you guys can see me well. I'm pretty sure you can. And let's go ahead and get started with this story time. Now on to the story time. So my very first time singing in a choir was in middle school. I think I was 12. No, not 12. I might have been 10 or 11. 10 or 11 years old. And this was when I was, I think, in 6th grade. That's middle school, right? 6th grade? 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's middle school? I believe so. I don't know. I've been out of school for like 3 years, going on 4. We've all had our share of middle school choirs, high school choirs, whatever. Ever since I sung in my middle school choir, it was my dream. It was literally my dream to sing in a bigger choir, I guess you can say. Or it was my dream to always sing in a church choir. And at the time, I didn't understand why. But people that know me, first of all, I've enjoyed and loved singing since I was young, okay? I came out the womb humming. I came out the womb singing melodies, humming melodies, you know? And I came out the womb just knowing how to sing. So singing was everything to me. Singing was just something that I knew I wanted to get into when I got older or growing up. should I say. And my dream was just, let me sing in front of a crowd, right? I didn't know what kind of crowd I wanted to sing in front of, but I just knew I wanted to sing in front of a crowd. High school and middle school crowds, they count, but I wanted to expand my audience. I wanted my audience to be local. I wanted my audience to be, I don't know, I just wanted a bigger audience. Not just a school audience, with parents and students and teachers, that's an audience. But I wanted people that I didn't know to actually hear my vocals, hear me sing. So I would manifest and manifest. And obviously I didn't know what I was doing. I was so young, I didn't even know I was manifesting. I didn't even know what manifesting was, until I started getting older. But I was just like constantly like telling myself I'm going to sing in a choir, a church choir, or a choir, like a local choir or something. I was just telling myself this. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And it's so crazy how things just happened for me in a couple of years. It took a couple of years. And I was singing in a church choir, right? Now, how this came about, I'm going to get into. I have been looking for a church to go to for a while. I grew up in the church. I'm a church girl. I love church. Church is my first home. Okay, I will go to church first before I go anywhere else. I will go to church first. I will go to the house of the Lord first before I come home, before I go anywhere else. Because I feel safe at church, right? I feel safe at home, but I feel even more safe at church. When I moved to where I am now, I had been looking for a church for a long time, right? Me and my mom, me and my folks were looking for a church for a long time. And we were looking and we were searching and hunting and we couldn't find. We went to different churches and it just didn't fit. I love to have fun at church. I don't like to be at church and I'm halfway asleep. So we were searching and searching and searching and searching. We couldn't find no church, right? So one day, I came across this female. I came across her because we were in a girls group. We started talking, we exchanged numbers, we became friends, da 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 da, right? She was telling me about this church she goes to, and I was like, yo, word, like, put my name on a list, let me come. I want to come and check your church out. I want to come see what y'all are about. So she put my name on the list. She put me and my folks' name on the list. And she was like, yeah, just come. And they were also having some kind of church throwback or some church party or something. I can't exactly remember. This was like 2014. This was years ago. But they were having some type of church kickback or whatever. Food, drinks, it was like a little party. So they said, yeah, just come, come to the kickback, come to the party, and then we'll have service on that Sunday, that following Sunday. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll slide. I slid to the church party, church gathering, church get together. And then that Sunday, my folks, we pulled up to the church and we sat. We listened, and I was like, I like this church, man. They greet. It's fun. I enjoy it, Everybody has good attitude. They would even have like volleyball night every Sunday. And I was like, yo, volleyball? Oh, y'all got me at volleyball. Like, man, anybody that knows me knows I was a sports girl. I grew up wanting to play sports, basketball, volleyball, baseball. I'm very active. I'm an active person. So when they said volleyball every Sunday, but Sunday night, oh, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in there. So I enjoyed the church service. We enjoyed the church service, and we told them. I told my friend, I said, we'll be back next Sunday. And she was like, well, how about you come tonight for volleyball, And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Let me just asked my mom and everything. So I'm not sure if I was able to go or if I went, but either way, we had volleyball every Sunday at night, like every Sunday starting at 5 p.m. I was there pretty much. We studied going to this church. We going back and back and back, right? And I was like, I want to get up there and I want to sing. I want to sing church songs. I want to sing with the choir. I asked my friend, I said, how would I go about being able to sing in the choir? How would I go about, getting my name on the list? So she told me what to do, all the information, da 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 da. So I filled out all the paper that I needed to fill out, put my name on the list, and the next day I went to church. She was like, the choir director was like, come on up here, just like that. No audition, no nothing, just come on up here, Do they have church auditions, like church choir auditions? I'm like, just like that, just like that. So she told me where to stand. We had a certain attire that we had to wear. Obviously, I didn't have the specific attire on that day, like the specific color attire. I had on the right attire, like I had on the dress and everything, but we needed to be in uniform. We needed to match. We needed to be in color. But she still told me to come up and sing. So I was like, all right. She placed me where I needed to place. She placed me where I needed to be placed. She asked me, do you sing alto, soprano? Like, what do you sing? I told her I'm a alto, soprano kind of girl. So she was like, all right, I'll put you right here. So she placed me where I needed to be placed. We sang a couple songs. And I was like, okay, I like this. I'm enjoying this, right? I had all eyes on me. I felt like I was singing to that big audience that I wanted to sing in front of. So after we sang a few songs, the pastor was preaching and all of that. And after church was over, the choir director pulled my mom to the side and was like, she's good. She's very good, but she could use some singing lessons. To this day, I never ever took what she said to offense. I never took it to heart because she was correct. She was right. When somebody tells you that you're good but you need lessons, that doesn't mean that you can't sing. That doesn't mean that you suck. It just means that you need a little bit more of improvement. You need some vocal lessons, right? I just came to church. I didn't rehearse. I mean, I hadn't practiced. I hadn't warmed my vocals up. I just came and just sung, So my voice it really was not prepared. So I gave myself, for a while, some singing lessons. And then I actually got some singing lessons a little bit. And I started getting better and better. But it didn't last, though. It didn't last but like maybe a year. And that's a long time. And y'all probably thinking, like, I'm about to say it only lasted like 2 weeks. No, it lasted for a year. And that's because some things happened. I'm not going to get into those details. It's private, honestly. But some things happened. The church closed down. And after that, I never sung in another choir, right? And after the church closed, we were back looking for another church and another church. And I was so heartbroken when I found out that the church was being closed down for personal reasons. I was so heartbroken because I finally got to sing in a choir, and I felt like my world was falling apart. Like I felt like my dream was just falling apart. We could never find a church like the one we were at, right? The church that we were at, I felt like that was my forever church. A church that I was going to be at forever. My home, you know. I still ride by there sometimes. But I felt like that church was just the church for me, you know. And I know there's plenty of churches around. But it was just something about that specific church. Not just because I knew people who could get me into the choir or get me to come to their kickbacks or whatever. Like, that wasn't even the case at all. It was just something about that church. And I even got baptized at that church as well. And that's a story time. But singing in the choir, if you could just see how happy and how lit up I was every day. I mean, going to church every Sunday, I was looking forward to it. Because, man, I was singing. I was doing what I love, singing. I was in a choir. I was in front of an audience. I was like, these people don't know me. I don't know these people. We literally just met like 2 weeks ago and I'm already singing in their choir. Like, wow, amazing, you know. We never found that church. But we did go to a few, you know. But it was just never one that stuck. And I can't even tell you guys specifically why that church meant so much to me or why I felt like that church was my forever home, my forever church. Because I really have no clue. Maybe it was the people there. Maybe it was the energy. Maybe it was being able to play volleyball every Sunday at 5 p.m. to 8. Or however long it was. I really can't tell you. You know, you would have to go into that church. Singing in a choir was on my bucket list. And I've crossed it off because I've done that already. But I would so love to join another choir and do what I love to do, which is sing. But yeah, y'all, that was my story time. I hope I made sense. I'm really not good at telling stories. I try my hardest to explain and to tell stories. My memory is very bad. So if it's something that happened like years ago, I try to remember. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some parts. Probably didn't tell the whole story. But I just remember what I remember. Alright, y'all, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I do post and upload lit bangers for you all. Tell a friend and tell a friend about me, about both of my channels. And I will be back tomorrow for day 3. I love y'all.